biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.
What up, what up? What's cracking in these streets? Welcome to another episode of the 710 To Slickville Show. I am your host, Jay Slick, a.k.a. Jay Brown, a.k.a. Mr. 710. And I am here once again with my man.
Yo, man, Moby. We in the house.
That's what I'm talking about. You can see we got a new person with us. We got Flow 87. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's happening? Yo, I appreciate y'all having me here today, man. Shout out Instinct Radio.
Hey, man, for sure, for sure.
Being here, man.
Look, singer, songwriter, music producer, celebrity. He do a little bit of everything out here in these streets. But we're going to get to know him a little bit more. Like I said, man, y'all know how we do this thing. This is an interactive show, so go ahead and like, share, comment, call in. You know, we doing it all out here this evening. So go ahead and do all those things for me. Like I said, this is an active show. So if you got any questions, we'll go ahead and answer them for you. If you got anything for Flow, we go ahead and answer those as well. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how we gets down out here in these streets.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and share this feed, though. Go ahead and share this feed. Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish, because you don't want to be the last one to hear about this guy, because he doing a lot of things. He got a lot of things going on right now.
Yes, sir.
So, man, look. You got a lot going on this weekend, brother.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot moving right now.
Yeah, so let me see. You was hosted at Onyx.
Yeah.
You had an event at the city with
Yeah.
what was it?
Like the boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
He doing his thing, man.
Hey, man. Look, that's what I'm
Flow
talking
187, Joshua. That's who it was. They just joined in.
Yeah.
People just joined in.
There we go. Yeah, Flow 187. Like I said, go ahead and share this feed. So look, where you from originally, man?
Originally, I'm from Queens, New York. Then after that, I moved down to Miami. And then from there, we moved to Atlanta. And then that's where I kind of started out really pushing the music. And then after that, I went down to L.A. And I just got it real wavy in L.A. So then after that, I brought the wave back to Atlanta for a little bit to push a little projects and stuff like that out this way.
What's up?
All right, that's what I'm talking about. So from Queens, you the one you brought that you brought this cold with you.
Maybe so. Shit, I hope not.
Look, man, it's been real chilly out here in these Atlanta streets, and definitely not a fan of that. People be talking about you got all my coworkers sick and whatnot up at the job and whatnot. So I'm out here with a full arsenal of Lysol at my desk, man.
You already know.
Yeah, so how long have you been doing music?
Originally, I started engineering when I was 11 years old. I started on a program called Cool Edit. A lot of people who started with early production and engineering, y'all know about the Cool Edit program. It was actually a really good program. To this day, they got rid of Humming His, DS, everything, all the plugins that you had to pay for now. It had everything stock inside. Mm-hmm. So I started with that, recording a lot of people in school, doing everybody else's work. And I got tired of hearing everybody else's work and said, let me do my own. And then from there, basically I was like 13 years old. So at literally 13 years old, I had CDs out throughout my whole school. MySpace was popping. I had MySpace jumping. So, from there, I just really didn't really take it. I was kind of messing around with it, really didn't do too much, because I was like, it was all new. And not only that, I ain't have like my own production. So I was really at the time, it wasn't really too many YouTube beats. Like, it wasn't people making beats on YouTube around that time. It was like SoundClick, and SoundClick was kind of new. So, they always had that, purchase the beat. I ain't never like rapping over stuff like that. So I always rapped over like, other people's beats and stuff like that. So I knew I couldn't really do too much with it. So I never really take it too seriously. But I always let people hear the music and put it out online. It got a lot of waves. I used to get a whole bunch of plays, sold a whole bunch of CDs. I remember diss tracks and stuff like that.
Yeah, just go.
Talk shit. I'm like, all right, man, I'm just gonna make a whole song, pass this out to the whole school, man. You can't even talk past that. You know what I mean? So, thing like that. So, I've been doing it for quite some time, but officially though, I've been taking it seriously in the past 2 years. But in the last couple of years, it's been more networking, kind of seeing how the businesses run, learning how things are going down, meeting a lot of people, because I've always heard, it's not about your talent, it's about who you know. So I looked at it as well. As long as I know everybody, as long as I kind of know who I could touch, it's pretty much like when my projects are done, here it is.
Bad.
what's up.
You definitely out there, man. You definitely touching them. And shout out to everybody who still got active MySpace pages. You
Yeah,
know, I know
man,
there's a couple people still out there. You just learned your password. Also, shout out to everybody that still got Black Planet and everything else that's going on out here in these streets. Oh, you got one?
Yeah, too. I got it exclusive on MySpace. I know y'all would never find it, but I got one back in the days when I used to be using when Autotune first came out on Mixcraft. I was singing and all that. I guarantee I'll never find it. Only one of my homies know where that song is and what that MySpace is on. But if y'all can find it, hit me up on my Instagram because I guarantee that's a funny ass song to listen to.
That's what I'm talking about. So, starting out, who were some of your musical influences?
Starting out, I like Snoop and I like Jay-Z.
Okay.
Yeah.
That, you definitely got that West Coast.
Yeah.
Definitely got the West Coast going on. You remember the first thing you rapped about?
Yeah, I remember the first thing I rapped about. It was on some lovey-dovey shit.
We all done it, man. We all done it. I still remember my first.
I remember I had a little chicks I was messing with, at the time. So when I was finally, getting my little music together, I said, oh, you can write a little something nice. And I put something together with the auto-tone and stuff like that. But, that song, that quickly got deleted,
I was going to ask you, did it work?
Nah.
It ain't work.
Nah, I ain't even let it hear it, actually, you know what I mean?
Oh, man.
So I let the homies hear it first, and they clown me. So after they clown me, I said, all right, that's it.
See, you got good friends, because we got a friend that made a to-disc CD for a girl and wrote a letter and actually gave it to her. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work either. So
It didn't go down.
No. I ain't gonna say his name. No, I ain't gonna say his name.
It's gonna come up sometime in the show, though. I know it is.
I ain't gonna do
know
it
it
like
is.
that. I ain't gonna do it like that. I ain't gonna do it like that.
Hey, man. So you make the beats, man. Where can they find your if they want to purchase your beat?
Well, originally, so check what happened now. Originally, all my beats was on YouTube. That's where I was getting I was hustling my beats on the YouTube. But I used to do a lot of video work for French Montana. I used to do a lot of his work. When he used to come to Atlanta, I'd be the main dude he hit up. You know what I mean? I run through all the clubs with him, catch the day-to-day work. So when I used to put up a lot of his videos with his music, YouTube would get that content thing or whatever, hit all my channels, wiped out all my beats. So all my work got deleted, and then my computer crashed, lost that.
Wow.
So I really don't put out beats no more. But another reason is because a lot of people would take my beats. I peeped a lot of people taking my beats and putting it online. You know what I mean? And not even giving me credit for the beat, but they'll tag me in the song, but won't even give me the producer credits. So I was like, at this point, I'm like, all right, whatever y'all got now, this is what's there. Y'all like my beats, just hit me up personally. I can make something custom for you. So that's how I'm doing it now. But if y'all want to hear the music, though, it's SoundCloud, YouTube. YouTube is kind of weak right now because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really did too much with YouTube since that situation because I want to put out I want to put out nothing but new music videos, new songs, new day-to-days, all that type of stuff that just new quality work. All that old stuff, you know what I mean? It's some old stuff on there. I got a song called Living Motivated. That song was pretty tight back in the days. That did a lot of work. And I tell people where to check me out. I pin on my social networks and different things, and I also have websites. Well, at the time my website was up, I'm redesigning it right now, but I had the Flow 187. Well, actually, I didn't realize that my Flow 187 was expired. So so somebody bought it.
Oh, man.
Trying to sell me my site now for $5,000. You know what I mean? I'm not going to buy it.
Wow.
So I just bought the Flow 187 official. And so I'm redesigning the site right now. But originally, I used to do a whole email market base. So anybody who visited that site, when they checked out my content, they always put their email in. That was the first thing I had. As soon as you jumped on the site, I had a pop-up come up, enter your email before you even entered the site. So this is why I collected your email address. And from there, I marketed people all my new music and everything else that was going on, events, shows, and any other artists that I'm working with that I feel like I can put them through my network. So that's how I kind of built a lot of my things, as well as just mainly just messaging people, hitting up different blogs, hitting up different people I can see, like, hey, telling people, hey, hit these people up, see if they can get me on their show, see if they can, rock me on different things, and people just, if they rock with the music, they show me some love. So, hopefully everything been going good.
Hey, look, we got the blast on one of the pictures on the Instinct Radio.
That's
so
dope. That's dope.
I'm talking about it was just full.
Oh, that's dope.
Get them on, get them on, get them on.
And it was crazy. I had put on Twitter too. I was like, man, any local Atlanta radio stations hashtag Flow 187. You know what I mean? And the reason I tell people hashtag is this: instead of tagging me, I tell people hashtag for a reason. Because when you hashtag, my photos and posts are all gonna pop up, and when I click it, if you click Flow 187, all those pictures are gonna just rise with it. So instead of you just tagging me, we're just gonna just bring me to the photo and let me just see that. I'm letting the world see it when you go click that hashtag. So I'm trying to build up a little brand behind that Flow 187 hashtag, so you just see nothing but this face.
Note to self.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey, so look, anybody else out here, look, this is all good information so that if you're trying to do your thing, you know, hey, it's a blueprint being laid out. You know what I'm saying right now, and it's real simple. I mean, not trying to tell you how to bite his flow because we didn't already have people steal his beats and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
that ain't cool.
you know, it's just one of those things. Like it's a lot of people trying to get their stuff out there. Tell us about the name, man.
Flow. All right, so check it out. So Flow 187. Originally, I used to go by a whole bunch of names. I came up with like 30 different names coming up.
So you was 2 Chainz Jr.
Yeah, I probably was 2 Chainz at one time, probably 50 Cent at one time. You know what I mean? But nah, some real though. I came up with Flow because I couldn't come up with a name, but I always had different flows. So that's pretty much what it is. And the 187 part came around pretty much because I felt my flow was like a killer flow, I guess, in a corny way of saying. You know what I mean? I felt like I was killing them. I was murdering the beats. I was murdering the you know what I'm saying, the raps, you know what I'm saying, on both levels, you know what I'm saying, making the beats and spitting rhymes. So it was just like, you know, Flow 187, you know what I mean? Plus I done heard a couple of rappers mention that one time, you know, Flow 187, Flow 187. So I'm like, you know, whenever they talk about something really being like a real mastery of flow where they really just killed it, they say, yo, that was a Flow 187. So that's me, Flow 187. Plus if you listen to my music, upcoming tape project, I probably should have mentioned it right now, but upcoming project, you probably gonna hear it. That's what I'm saying. Flow is just different styles, different types of music. I got something that's a little bit more trapped out, something that's a little bit more vibed out, wavy, you know what I mean, and something that's a little bit more lyrical. So, you know, Flow. Fuck losing, only winning. I don't know if I could curse on the radio.
Nah, I mean it's all good. It's all good. Hey, so that was part of what I thought because I was looking at the name when I thought I was going when I was like, let me ask him about this. I didn't want to just assume that he was like, yo, he got bars and he be out here murdering these folks with him. drive by bars on these fools, and so laying them down with the flow. But that's what I'm talking about, man. So what's your creative process like, or how you get in your zone?
All right, so my creative process. I have a crazy creative process because my creative process sometimes takes hours. You can ask anybody that knows me in the studio. I'll be in the studio for hours. Not really writing, but more just getting into the vibe. So this is what I do. So if you're in the studio with Flow 187, this is what it looks like. Basically, you would sit down. You got to have at least an ounce of weed on the table. If there's not an ounce of weed on the table, we cannot rap because I need all of that, all of it. You know what I'm saying? The blunts I roll is not enough for me. I've been smoking since I was very young. Too young to even talk about, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know what I mean, I need a lot. So then from there, once I start vibing, it's really more picking the vibe. Since like I said on Flow, I got a whole bunch of different vibes that I vibe to, you know what I'm saying? I have a lot of different ideas that come to mind. So when I listen to a beat, I might be vibing with for the minute, but I might hit this other type of weed. I might smoke this Pineapple Express, or mix it with that Sherbird, or mix it with the Skittles, and depending on which one I'm feeling at the vibe at the moment, I might switch the beat and say, yo, put something else on, and then that's how we go from there. But at the time, I might have a little hook, verse, and everything already laid out, but we come back to that later. So really, that's how it goes with me. But if it's something that really speaks to the heart, like, oh, this is the one, like, this is the hit banger, I drop that in like 20 minutes flat, recorded, mixed, done, everything.
Man, that's what's up.
So,
That's bad.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. So you got a mixtape coming out.
yeah, I got a mixtape coming out. Mixtape called Hood Rich. You know, shout out to the team, Hood Rich. You know, Hood Rich endorses me as well as Coke Boys. So you know, I got a lot of movement from that. So I'm just gonna call it Hood Rich because you know that's basically what it is right now. Everything Hood Rich right now. You know.
All right, so I mean, you sent me a couple things. What we is this on the mixtape?
Yeah, these songs that I sent you, these are the two tracks. It's 2 singles that I'm pushing right now from the tape. Right now on SoundCloud, I know one of them is up. I know they're up over 2 million plays. I know that.
Man, that's up
I know
there.
they're over 2 million plays for a fact. I know shout out to my bank I'm pushing right now. That one's really getting a lot of love right now. That one's up 5 million. I know that for a fact. I just checked that one today. That one's up 5 million plays. Shout out everybody that's rocking with shout out to my bank, because you know we don't do withdrawals. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm about to say, man, if you don't mind name dropping, let some of these folk know some of the people you work with. If you know.
All right, so
they know
as
who
far
you
as some
are.
of the people I work with, man, I work with, you know, French Montana. I've worked with OG Hood Rich. I've worked with, you know, Migos. I've worked with LA Love the Boss. I work with Zaytoven's new artist, This Season. Shout out This Season, man. We got a lot of new shit. Actually, I'm supposed to be checking them out today. Supposed to do some music tonight, man. So I hit his line after this, you know what I mean? And from there, you know what I mean, I used to do some work with Dungeon Family, Mook B, you know, D4L, Fabo, all of them, you know what I mean? I've done a lot of work with them as well, you know what I mean? And when it really comes to, like, work that I do a lot of work different ways. Because I know how the industry is, how I'm being able to get around is a little different. So coming up, I realized that as a rapper, I started off rapping. I didn't start making beats till I was like 18 or 19. That's like really fresh. Well, not really that fresh. It's kind of old now because I'm 27 now. So, you know, but it's still kind of fresh. You know what I mean? So I started making beats later on. But when I started rapping, I used to come up to rappers and be like, "Hey, what's up? You know, I'm Flo. You know, I rap. You know, what's good? Like, can we work?" And they'd be like, "Oh, what's up, man? All right, that's cool. All right, keep doing your thing." And I'll be kind of hurt sometimes. I'll be like, damn, I thought he'd rock with me, man. You know, I rap, he rap, you know, let's get this music. But, you know, but then I realized that wasn't working. Then the next thing, I turned around and I said, all right, well, I need to start getting some work done and start really being seen. So I said, I need to get some videos done. Well, a couple years ago, cameras weren't so cheap to get quality footage. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you could look at some of my videos on YouTube, actually. I got some video footage from, like, my cell phone. I used to take cell phone footage and chop it up, you know what I mean, with the Final Cut. But pretty much, I used to do my own work, see how it is, and I'd be like, damn, you know, I'm actually pretty good at this. So then when the camera actually became accessible enough for me, shout out all my swipers and everybody else, you know, that showed the boy some love, you know what I mean, was able to get me a camera, you know what I mean, and hook me up. You know what I mean? And now I got an official camera. I started doing some work, and that's how I started approaching people. Instead of saying I rap, I tell you I do videos. And when I tell you I do the videos, then you let me get around. I'm around everybody who's doing their thing, and all of a sudden, hey, you do the video work, and guess what? While you checking out my shit, you find out I rap. And now you're like, oh, shit, I want to do rap. Oh, yeah, shout out my boy Law, too. We about to get some word, too. My nigga Law G, Good Life Music Group. You know what I mean? I got a lot of people on the name roster list I can drop right now, but it's just unless they're gonna be on the project, unless they putting bread in my pockets right now, it's not that serious.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
I understand that.
But you know how it is. But yeah, man. So I got around doing stuff like that, and then the beats came around because, like I said, I just get tired of being like having to pay for beats, and then, you know, you got to only get certain limits on beats, and then when you get the limits on the beat, you know what I mean, some people wanted $1,200, $1,300. At the time, I had $1,300. So instead, I said, you know what, y'all beat ain't even really that wavy for me, so, you know, I'm going to take the time, get the Fruity Loops, get the Logic Pro, and I'm going to knock this out myself, and then when I started dropping the beats, that's when the waves started getting even crazy, and then when Twitter started getting wavy, shit, I was up on Twitter too, so.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, we gonna get a listen to one of these singles real quick. We're gonna get that going so we can check that out. Let's see which one we got going on first. My Bank. We got My Bank dropping.
Oh yeah, shout out to My Bank, 5.3 million or 5.1 million, something like that. I don't know, but it's doing damn good though.
Moving numbers.
When you put million at the back, it's
It's them numbers right there, boy.
okay. What is good stuff?
Shout out to My Bank.
Heroes never die.
Shout out to my bank, I need money every day. We don't do withdrawals, just deposits in my safe. Only smoking loud, you can smell it when I blaze. When I pull it out, she gon' put it on her face. Shout out to my bank, I need money every day. We don't do withdrawals, just deposits in my safe. Only smoking loud, you can smell it when I blaze. When I pull it out, she gon' put it on her face. Shout out to my bank, stacking money every day. Neiman Marcus swiping, yeah, we swiping everything. Living out in Cali, we menage and Mary Jane. Your bitch, she love a nigga, cause she see we not the same. I'm getting paid. East to west to beat the rain. The shit the same. If you need it, then ship it next day. I've been in and out of traffic with the work. I've been always making plays like a nigga play a sport. But the game is getting money, never coming up short. But the game is getting money, never coming up short. Shout out to my bank, I need money every day. We don't do withdrawals, just deposits in my safe. Only smoking loud, you can smell it when I blaze. When I pull it out, she gon' put it on her face. Shout out to my bank, I need money every day. We don't do withdrawals, just deposits in my safe. Only smoking loud, you can smell it when I blaze. When I pull it out, she gon' put it on her face. She gon' put it on her face. Cause she wanna get a taste. Introduce her to this high life.
Heroes never die.
OG planes on this fly life. Mountain views on $1 million estates. You feeling high like it really was fake. Mountain views on $1 million estates. You feeling high like it really was fake. Shout out to my bank, I need money every day. We don't do withdrawals, just deposits in my safe. Only smoking loud, you can smell it when I blaze. When I pull it out, she gon' put it on her face. Shout out to my bank, I need money every day. We don't do withdrawals, just deposits in my safe. Only smoking loud, you can smell it when I blaze. When I pull it out, she gon' put it on her face. Shout out to my bank, I need money every day. We don't do withdrawals, just deposits in my safe. Only smoking loud, you can smell it when I blaze. When I pull it out, she gon' put it on her face. Shout out to my bank. Shout out to my bank.
All right, then we got my bank. We got my bank going on about Flow 187.
Like that.
Man, that's dope, man. So what would you say is your like overall rapping style? Is it like a bunch of different styles all combined in one? Or?
Man, that's kind of crazy. I've been asking myself that shit to this day. What's my overall style? Like, what's like the real style? I mean, to be honest with you, it's more of a lyrical style. You know what I mean? When shout out to my bank, that's more something new that I'm putting on for the new tape, for the new wave. You know what I mean? For everybody in the new 2018 vibe. You know what I mean? Plus, one for the auto tuners. Cause you know what I mean, I got so many bars for them. You know what I mean, I had to have one for the auto tuners. So,
Yeah,
I actually got a few for the auto tuners. You know what I mean? So definitely check out this tape. This is really about to be serious.
So that lyrical. I had a feeling that was gonna come because just the New York roots.
Yeah.
It's just
Way more about lyrics. Already.
So who you currently listen to? Like, what's going on? Who you playing in the web?
You know what's crazy? If I told y'all who I listen to, y'all be like damn. So I listen to nowadays artists. You know what I mean? I like Snoop. Like, Snoop always put out a new like. If y'all ever heard Snoop's song with Dame, Snoop got his album with Dame Funk called 7 Days of Funk. It came out like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. You know what I mean? It's not that new, but when Snoop put out a new banger like that, oh yeah, I'm always on Snoop. You know what I mean? Jay-Z kind of fell off, you know what I mean? But I always get respect to Hov, you know what I mean? He's always doing his thing. But right now, if I'm going to listen to an artist, I'm listening to like, I ain't going to lie, D Savage. He's out of, you know what I mean, Gardena. I be listening to Playboy Cardi. I be listening to like, you know what I mean, Wiz Khalifa, Currency. You know what I mean, stuff like that. The moment, you know what I mean, the more like the club vibe type of music, you know what I mean? Because, that's just what's in right now at the time, But then when I get back in my thought of mind, my frame of mind, I throw in the Illmatic and the Jay-Z, the old Snoop, you know what I mean, and get back kicking it like that. But right now, if I'm going to throw in the whip, you know what I mean, I'm going to jump on some Mexico Joe type of shit.
So, where were you when the first time you heard your music played somewhere other than in your own CD player?
Where was I when I first heard my music played? It's crazy. I was actually at home. I was marketing my music online, and I was going hard on Twitter. I mean, I was going hard on Twitter. I was like messaging everybody, try this record, check out this record, check out this record. Next thing you know, local radio station, I can't remember what the hell the name of it was. Don't really matter like that, but I mean, it do matter if y'all watching me right now. It do matter, but I can't remember. So if y'all hit me on my joints, you know what I'm saying, and let me know, remind me. But y'all probably ain't gonna remember which one it is anyway. But anyway, it's a local internet radio station out of, I think it was in Hawaii. Yeah, it was in Hawaii. There was a Hawaii college radio station. They started bumping my song called So Potent. And that's actually one of the first records I actually started pushing when I started really pushing with my wave and stuff like that. It was So Potent. And that video got on like major blogs, Vlad TV, This Is 50, Hot New Hip Hop, stuff like that. So Potent was the one that actually caught ears, and that's what let me know like 100% like, all right, definitely should keep moving. Oh yeah, shout out my boy Johnny Rocket, man, co-produced that record with me.
That's what's up. Stacy from Trinidad, out in the island, say goodnight to you.
Oh yeah,
She be out. Yeah, she be out to
if
go
you're
to
going
bed.
to bed, you know, make sure you stay up, watch the rest of this. Don't go to bed yet.
Yeah, she be setting down pretty early, man. Well, look, what do you think is the hardest thing about being in the industry?
Marketing.
Is it?
Marketing. The hardest thing about being in the industry is being heard. It don't matter about talent. There's 1,000,001 dudes that you probably got living on your block that's probably iller than me, iller than the dude your favorite rapper right now. You know what I'm saying? But the simple fact that he's not getting the respect or where he needs to be, or where I think is the hardest way, is just mainly getting that marketing. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be getting my music where it's at. I wouldn't be knowing nobody if it wasn't for marketing. So thank God for marketing.
That's what's up, man.
Would you consider yourself a freestyle artist, or more like you got to sit down, write it down?
Nah, for real, I suck at freestyling.
Yeah, okay.
I ain't gonna lie, man. And like the best time you're gonna catch me freestyling is like when I'm drunk, but I don't drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like the time that I'm drunk, I'm lit that night. So I got some shit to say.
That's what's up.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Try my hand at freestyling, can't freestyle either.
Yeah, I can't freestyle.
I ain't no rapper though. But look, so you like I said, you got your hands in a whole bunch of stuff, man. Tell us about Coke Boys TV.
Coke Boys TV. So Coke Boys TV is the new Cocaine City. So if you watch Cocaine City back in the days, that was French. So a lot of people don't remember. Before French Montana was French Montana, big rapper French Montana was a video dude. He was doing video hosting. He was hosting video segments. You know what I mean? He was coming up to rappers like 50, coming to him, yo, what's up, 50? Yo, what's up? Tell us blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know, now French is French who he is. So I looked at my man, shout out my man Ted City. I know I ain't holler at you in a minute, Ted. We gonna rock. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come out there in New York and come ride with you. But shout out my man Ted City and my boy Freddie Rio, man, Free Rio, man, got locked up on some bullshit, but he gonna be out on Valentine's Day, so you know what I mean. He'll be wavy with the ladies at least. You know what I mean? So,
He'll be ready.
You know what I mean?
All wound up.
Definitely be ready.
They got me in the mix. You know what I mean? And kind of was like, yo, you know what I mean? We want you rocking with this Coke Boys wave. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, what I was doing at the time, I kind of had a little small record deal with a small label that wanted to get me. So they were trying to kind of like have like a management situation over that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I kind of dropped out with that deal because I realized their creative, probably I didn't have no creative freedom. You know what I mean? It was gone, even down to my clothes. So it was like, you know.
Really?
Yeah, wow.
It was like, you know, they wanted to control the hairstyle and everything. I told them, I said, man, I got to look like me. Once you start changing me up, then I'm no longer who I am. So I can't let company have total control over the brand. So pretty much got with the Coke Boys wave, did a lot of music with them as far as like putting out my own work. I was supposed to do some features with a lot of people, but I never really cared to do features with a lot of other artists because I was more really working on myself first and trying to get myself out there. But that's why I started pushing the Coke Boys TV so that this way, while I'm out doing what I'm doing and while I'm with the brand, I can establish my name with this because I said, well, shit, it would make more sense with me to come out with this camera with French, Chinks, RIP Chinks, and everybody else, have everything shown, and you see my face right here behind it. And then it's like, oh, yeah, we see him everywhere. And then pretty soon y'all gonna say, who the hell is this dude right here that's being popped up on all these screens, showed up with all these artists all the time. And then when you start looking me up, you start seeing what I got going on. And that was the biggest marketing trick that I've used for years, is just backdooring every situation and then putting the talents up front next.
Gotcha. So how often do you think how often do you think it happens when you hear about artists getting their look changed, their style changed and stuff like that?
All the time. All the time.
I mean,
all the time.
We look at, we talk about the Snoops, we talk about the Jay-Z's and stuff like that, and then it's been a change.
Yeah.
It's been a change, and
when it first started, yeah.
Yeah, and so you like, man, it's not about the shine, it's not about the bling as much. Now you got people like their style. They have their style, but is it their style? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it ain't what at least we grew up in. I'm about 10 years older than you, man, but it's still different, man. And I'm trying to figure out, like, do they have a say after a certain point?
Hell nah.
Damn.
I look at it like this. This is how I tell everybody, is like, yo, I do a lot of bookings for a lot of artists. So what I do, a lot of things that has been getting me around too, is what I do like a co-management type of situation with artists. I'm like a social media influencer. So what I do is I'll get with an artist that needs help with their brands. And pretty much what I do is I kind of guide them on what I feel is like good ways to grow their brand. You know what I mean? So every time I talk to all of them, when they tell me about what their situation is with their label or what they want to do, or if they even want to work with me and they want me to push them, and I tell them, look, check this out. When I always discuss a label, I always say, if I put $1 million into your music, I put $1 million, marketing, campaigning, making you who you are. You're no longer a nobody. You're now seen by the world. I changed your life. You sign this contract. I need my brand. In order for you to sell, you need to look, talk, act, everything I need, because your music can sound like whatever, but if you're sitting in a jail cell doing some stupid shit, or you looking like a bum when you're supposed to be looking clean, then you're killing your brand. Right. So when somebody's putting money into you, you can't trip if they want control over all of your look and everything you got going on. You know what I mean? That's why when you're in a situation with these labels, that's why they tell you shop around and read the fine print. So you know what the hell is going on in your situation.
Absolutely.
The lawyer look over it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So
You said they just see the money and be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, they see the money and opportunity. But I ain't gonna lie though, man. Yo, label sign me right now. I sign it right now anyway, because the way I look at it is this: the way the music and the way I'm pushing right now, I buy that contract out in less than a year anyway, so it don't even matter.
There you go.
Like, that's for real.
And now you know.
Look, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense.
I take the money and flip it.
Yeah.
I won't take the money and spend it on jewelry.
That's the thing. You got to have a mind. Like, you got to have a hustling mind, though.
Yeah.
Most of the people that sign them contract, they don't have a hustling mind. They just want to get the money, spend it,
Of course.
and say they made it.
Exactly,
And then 5-10 years later, they broke. So,
a lot of rappers is broke.
yeah.
A lot of rappers is broke. Even a lot of rappers is big right now. It's broke.
Damn.
Crazy. And it's all like, I'm gonna teach y'all something. In this game, y'all want to be big in this game, it's called perception. You can learn the mastery of perception, and this is key. If you can learn the mastery of perception, you could be living in a fucking box. Excuse me, see if I can't curse on it. You could be living in a box. As long as you could come in that room and make that room sparkle, shine, you doing what you need to do, you can win over whatever you need to do. Period. Perception.
Because that was definitely one of the questions that I had for you. Is like, what advice would you give to somebody that was trying to get their foot in the door? And mastering the perception definitely be something that's good. So what's the Hood Rich Films? What's that, real quick?
Hood Rich Films. Shout out OG Hood Rich. Hood Rich Films. Pretty much, we shot work for Migos, Hood Rich Pablo. Johnny Cinco, Rich the Kid, everybody in the game. So pretty much we done shot a lot of people's work. We just actually shot a movie with Lil Zane, Mac Booney, a lot of PSC, and it was out in South Carolina. That was dope. And pretty much from there, the films pretty much they endorse all my video work. So everything that I put out, all my videos are all push Hood Rich. Okay. So shout out Hood Rich.
So Lil Zane from 112, Lil Zane, anywhere Lil Zane?
Back in the days, Lil Zane.
Lil Zane got grades like me by now, huh?
Yeah, Lil Zane back out there, man. He trying to do his thing. Shout out Lil Zane. We gonna have some shit dropping too.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, look, we got is there any other advice that you would give to, somebody just trying to get in, get their foot, get the foot in?
Advice to any artist trying to get their foot in the door. Here it goes. Believe in yourself. That's obvious. Besides believing in yourself, know where you want your brand to go as far as how you're marketing yourself. If you don't understand how to find favor in your niche, then you're going to be running circles in your brand. So make sure that you can find your target niche. Make sure that you can find out through the analytics, because I look into the analytics. It's not even just me putting out a record and people saying, oh, this shit's hot. Like, I'm like, oh, you like it? Okay, let me check my analytics and see what's up with this. You know what I mean? And then that tells me, okay, people like it in this state, this, that. So then I push marketing in certain areas and I try to do certain things certain ways. So in this day of age, marketing, like I said, is very, 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 very important. So when you're trying to push your music, it's not just who you can show it to, what show you can show up at, what radio station you can go to. These are all stepping stones to when you're marketing your stuff. It's all there to collectively put together with your project to help reach the goal, which is to either be a well-selling independent artist or a signed major artist, which either way goes, you can be an independent major artist too. So, there you go.
Gotcha. David McKee, let you spit. Man. 478-569-6474. Shoot your shot, David McKee. The number's right down there. Right there, yeah. 478-569-6474. If you whack, we're going to cut y'all right away. But look, what age would you tell somebody like, hey, man, it's too late for you, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, be honest, at 30 years old, I'm done. So at 30 years old, I'm not rapping no more. I'm just going to stick to the straight production.
Okay.
Wow.
That's when I quit it, because I've been doing it since I was 18, like really getting out there since I was 18. So in my mind, I'm like seeing myself, imagining I look really young right now, actually. You know what I mean? So at 30, it's not that long from now. I'm 27, so I'm actually gonna let the mustache is gonna actually grow in a little bit more. So I barely got a mustache, barely got a beard and stuff like that. So I'm probably still gonna look young, but in my mind, I'm be thinking like, damn, I'm 30 years old, still doing this.
Yeah.
I'm be like, I'd rather give it. I got a artist that I actually like, young boy that I'm helping market a lot of his music. It's called Young 18. He's real lit right now. I'd rather give him like the opportunity at like 30. You know what I'm saying? 30, I'd rather throw him some beats, you know what I mean, book him for some shows, you know what I mean, get his wave going, show him how to get moving, and be the man behind the scenes collecting the check versus jumping around running through state to state.
Hey, man.
There you go.
It's always the people behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah. It's always the people behind the scenes making the most money. That's why I work behind and in front.
Look, people get it confused when they see like LeBron and the money he make, but it's somebody that pays him.
Oh yeah, I've always learned, man, try to be the man that's writing the check. So that's why I work behind everybody else, and I let you see me no matter what direction I'm coming.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. I had something I was going to ask you real quick.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. My bad to cut you. My book. Check out my book, Falling Isn't Failing. Youth motivational book I wrote when I was 19 years old. Talks to youth and young adults about overcoming obstacles, how to set and achieve goals. It's endorsed by Senator Darrell Jones in Miami, as well as the late Tommy Ford. Shout out my people's Tommy Ford, man. He wrote a lot of good things about my book, as well as my school principal who left me back by accident.
back when I was in 6th grade. Thank you for embarrassing me and had me look crazy and got me into a lot of
what's
fights.
Your principal's
But
name? What's your principal's name?
Miss Jordan.
Miss Jordan, you shouldn't have been a hater. But
hey, you definitely looked out though. Hey, look, check this out. You looked out because you re-skipped me back into the 8th grade, and when you re-skipped me back into the 8th grade, you know, that gave me my shine because I was killing everybody. I was like, yo, how you jump like that? Yo, you must have paid. You must have spent some bands on the principal. I was, I let everybody think all types of stuff. I was like, yo, yeah, I didn't pay principal $20,000. You know what I mean? Yeah, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? And people was hating like hell, but you know, it started so many fights. But you know what? I got to school so much faster, and I ended up graduating high school with a 4.2, and I graduated a year earlier than everybody else. So thank you very much. You kind of pushed me. I think you gave me the extra push because I ain't going to lie. I used to skip school every day. Every day, me and my boys would skip school, go home, record music, smoke, chill. You gave me some motivation to do better, so thank you.
That's what's up, man. Tell everybody again how they can follow you on all your social medias and whatnot.
You can follow me on everything. Flow, F-L-O-W. Do not forget the W. I don't know why when I tell people Flow, they always happen to leave off that W. But F-L-O-W 187 official, and that's on everything. Flow 187 official. Twitter, Flow 187 official. Instagram, everything. Flow 187 official. The only thing that's not Flow 187 official is Snapchat. Snapchat is Flow God 187. So, yeah. But it still says Flow 187 official on the name itself. So it's still Flow 187 official if you check me out.
Got you. Well, we're going to play that second play that second single and get you on out of here on that one, man. We appreciate you coming through, brother. Yeah. Man, had a good time talking to you. And look, everybody, go ahead and follow him. Like I said, on all those social medias, be on the lookout because he's doing big things. And if, like I said, you more than likely, any of your favorite artists, you'll probably see him in the background or in the front somewhere.
Hey, look, I guarantee you, look at your favorite artist, you're going to see me in the cut. But I'm getting out the cut soon, man. This 2018, you're going to see me in the front line, man. You're going to see me at all your shows, hosting all the events. I'm being in L.A. I already got shows booked in L.A. I already got shows booked in New York. I already got shows booked in New Jersey, Miami. Everything is toward later in the month because I got to drop the tape. Tape's actually coming out let's see here, on the 28th. I'm going to try to push for the 28th for the tape to drop. Hood Rich, that's the name of the tape. I got my graphic design artist going to do a lot of cool work on that. So it's going to be more, it's going to be a movie. Like the tape is really about to be a movie. So make sure y'all listen to that, download it, share it. You know what I mean? Let your grandma hear it, your little sister, your brothers, everybody. Let the whole high school hear it. And if you got a high school that want me to come out, let me know. You know what I mean? I'll teach your kids how to set their goals properly. I got a whole book. And it's written down inside the book. I have a whole chart that you can write down and tell yourself exactly how to achieve those goals, get everything going. And like I said, that book has sold actually 25,000 copies. And that was last time I checked. So right now it might be up to 30,000 to this date.
Where can I get that book?
You can get it on everything, everywhere. Amazon, robroots.com, Barnes & Noble, Sears.com. It's everywhere. I'm self-published, and I got it on everything.
That's the time. Y'all gonna see me in the background when he taking his pictures. I'll be back there. But yeah, let's hit this second hit. What's the name of it? Like Me.
So when you were talking about what's my real style, this is like the Flow 187. And shout out my man Chan, Ocean 11, you know what I mean, out in LA, you know what I mean? He's featured on the track. He's also on the hook, you know what I mean? He says, bitch, you never met a nigga like me. So, you know, that's my man Chan. So, other than that, Flow 187, Like Me.
Bad. All right, let's get it.
No, man, all bitches are the same, just like my hoes, you know. I keep them broke. Wake up one morning with some money, the subject to go crazy, you know. I keep them looking good, pretty, and all that, you know, but no dough. When I get a bitch, I got a bitch. Right on. Remember that Mac the Bear? Yeah. Tried to steal one of my bitches. Yeah, I called him up on telephone. I said, hey, man, come on, pay, let's rap a taste on it, you know?
Bet you never met a nigga like me, huh?
Young niggas stacking the paper, blue hunters, they matching the faces. The foreigns we copping, replacing the track with the currency exchanges.
Bet you never met a nigga like me, huh?
When do you know that we got it? Got packs and we moving the product. Yo, bitch like the feds wanna know all about us. We dropping the top of the summer.
Bet you never met a nigga like me, huh?
Young niggas stacking the paper, blue hunters, they matching the faces. The foreigns we copping, replacing the track with the currency exchanges.
Bet you never met a nigga like me, huh?
When do you know that we got it? Got packs and we moving the product. Yo, bitch like the feds wanna know all about us. We dropping the top in the
Bet you
summer.
never met a nigga like me,
like me. BVS diamonds, they biting like fleas. Got your bitch on my dick, I ain't spitting no G, and it's word of my G's. Stuffing the cross, all I roll is OG. Had to flood this shit out, got the rollie on me. All this gold in my mouth and these diamonds on me. I don't know what this is, some designer on me. Margiela, some Gucci, some Fendi on me. Blue Simmons, rap Simmons, I'm looking so fleet. Sheesh, walking bankroll with a bankroll on me. I love the fuck on the fleek. I bust a nut on the sheet, wiping the nut off a cheek. Money ain't nothing to me, spending new bands every week. House in the hills for a week, or bringing the trap to the beach. I got the bag on the beach, you smoking that trash every week. I got the section with freaks, bringing them bottles to me. I keep a model with me, desert and pound with me. Tip up and pour up and drown with me. Break up a pound with me, float up the ground with me. Blow up the town with me. Young niggas stacking the paper, blue hunters, they matching the faces. The foreigns we copping, replacing the trap with the currency exchanging. Winning, you know that we got it. Got packs and we moving the product. Your bitch like the feds wanna know all about us. We dropping the top of the sun. Young niggas stacking the paper, blue hunters, they matching the faces. The foreigns we copping, replacing the trap with the currency exchanging. Winning, you know that we got it. Got packs and we moving the product. Your bitch like the feds wanna know all about us. We dropping the top of the sun.
I'm a player talking him and land. Persuasive conversation for the band. Blue bills like a buffalo sky. Della white gold rollie on. Macaroni, yeah, with the cheese. Gold in my mouth, never talking cheap. Hit the vault every day of the week. So every day I'm dripping like a leak. Condo looking like a slump. Bad bitches ain't nothing under. Hit her once, now we talking numbers. Send her out, get that money from her. Spin it through my wheel of fortune. Whipping cars that cost a fortune. Trapping like I'm George from Boston. Pootie Tang slang how I'm talking. Never know if I be listening. Diamonds water could be fishing in. 10 toes on this mission in. Vanessa handling all this business in. Running shit like the A6. Swerving through in this spaceship. Head in my lap getting faceless. Smoking 93 no face.
Young niggas stacking the paper, blue hunters, they matching the faces. The foreigns we copping, replacing the trap with the currency exchanging.
Bet you never met a nigga like me, huh?
Winning, you know that we got it. Got packs and we moving the product. Yo, bitch like the feds wanna know all about us. We dropping the top of the
Bet
summer.
you never met a nigga like me, huh?
Young niggas stacking the paper, blue hunters, they matching the faces. The foreigns we copping, replacing the trap with the currency exchanging.
Bet you never met a nigga like me, huh?
Winning, you know that we got it. Got packs and we moving the product. Yo, bitch like the feds wanna know all about us. We dropping the top in the
Bet you
summer.
never met a nigga like me, huh?
I still don't know what that shit means, but it sounds good about it. Now nutter mean don't get a now nutter. Now nutter. A now nutter out of there. Nutter out of there. Man, shut the fuck up and try this motherfucker.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.
What up, what up? We back. And we heard that Like Me by Flow 187. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Yes, sir.
We out here in these streets. He said he gonna go ahead and hang with us for the rest of the show. So we with it, man. So look,
Appreciate it.
I told y'all we had a couple segments going on for the rest of the show. We're gonna talk about things that piss me off, professions that you wouldn't want to do, and also people that deserve to go to jail. That's it. Where you want to start, Mel, man?
Man, which one you want to bring up, man?
Hey, man, let's talk about professions that you wouldn't want to do right quick.
Let me turn this.
Man, because, you know, I don't know what made me think about it, but it's just certain jobs. I think I was talking to my wife about something. It was just certain jobs that I was just like, man, I would never want to do that. I would never want to do that. Like, I never want to be a window cleaner on a skyscraper.
No, man.
Like, you get like 2 floors up, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Because if you at the top on that scaffold,
no, I couldn't do that, man.
Wind blow, you gonna die.
I can't do them. Not heights like that. I do roller coasters and stuff, but not.
I couldn't be a CNA.
Yeah,
you could be a CNA.
Hey, I was a CNA. That was, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my mother-in-law. You know what I mean? She convinced me to be a CNA, and man, just put my hands between that big man's butt, trying to wipe that shit from his crack.
Yeah, that ain't cool.
You know what I mean? That wasn't cool. You know what I mean? And what I was doing, you know, like I ain't really want. Every time I put my hand out, it still smell like shit, no matter how much I washed it. So,
hey,
you
that's
know what I mean?
tough, man.
CNA. Nah, it's not something I can do. But shout out all the CNAs working hard and helping out all the old people. You know what I mean? Because my grandmother might, you know, I know she needs help all the time. She's dying like damn near every day. I thought she died like 3 weeks ago. She was literally calling me on the phone. Boy, I'm going home, boy. I'm going home, boy. See you later. And then next thing you know what I mean? I go over there, I crack some jokes with her. Next thing you know, she jumping up. So I guess laughter is the best medicine.
Man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
what you Jamaican or?
No, I'm Guyanese and Cuban.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
How long was you a CNA?
2 weeks.
After the left cheek, he said, "I'm through.
I'm good.
on this."
I did it first week. It was mostly training. Then that second week, they let me off on my own. It was cool. Like, I had some cool people. And then they left me with the guy that had frostbite. Or it wasn't frostbite. It was like his legs were decaying or something like that. All I know is he had nothing but scabs. And it was like deep fungus and stuff like that growing. I had to always rewrap his wraps and all this stuff like that on his legs. And it was like really nasty. Yeah. So, you know. And actually, what's crazy is I got fired. That's how it actually. That's another reason why it only lasted 2 weeks. He didn't like the way I put on his diaper. I only used one hand because the smell was just too much. So I only used one hand and just kind of put it like that. And he was like, "Yo, you dumb man, nigga, you on the bum." I was like, "All right, man. Well, you do it yourself, man." I walked out, and then he threw it at me. And then when the nurse seen what was going on, she's like, "Go back in there. I'll help you out." I said, "Nah, fuck that shit."
Oh yeah, I'm good.
And then
on
she
that.
said, "You out. You fired." I said, "All right, cool."
Hey man, the chat room done started up on this. They done. My brother said the guy that changes the billboard signs, that's left hand rookie. I said, nah. Stacy, murder scene cleanup.
That's cool. That's cool. Sometimes you can find some stuff, you know. Sometimes you can pick up a nice couple ratchets and credit cards and things like that.
Right, could. Dang, my wife said.
You know, if he's dead, you know, they got 48 hours before they get turned off, so you can run up the bill.
Hey, my wife said fluffer for pornos. I was like,
Yeah, she threw me off with them. When I read it, I thought it said popcorn. I said fluff for popcorn now.
nah, that's pornos. You gotta get them ready. You don't want to be. She ain't
I
said
can
she
get
didn't
the
want
girl ready. I wouldn't, not the guy though.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Septic tank maintenance.
I couldn't be an obstetrician.
Yeah, what is that?
I couldn't deliver the babies, man.
Oh, why?
Cause man, once you go down there and see how it gets stretched out, man, I'll probably never be the same, man.
What if it ain't? What if it's just a random chick though? Like it ain't nothing you gonna go back in.
I just couldn't do it, man. Once I see it, it's like, man.
Hey, I seen it with my first child. It was a sight to see, and I seen it was crazy because it was like kind of half and half. She kind of had him going. She had her going, my daughter, and after that she had to do the C-section. So I literally came in halfway through and then halfway out her stomach. 'Cause I seen her whole stomach cut open and everything. So that was wild.
See.
Yeah, I'd have been like, oh my God, look.
And then what was wild, I was like, oh, and then the doctor was like, oh, he's about to pass out. I'm like, no, I'm not about to pass out. This is crazy.
Oh man.
Look at the way he's stretching.
Yeah.
Just look at
me up, man. I couldn't do that, man.
Just look. Oh my God.
I couldn't do that, man.
Hey,
shout out to the females giving birth.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right now.
Hey, you ain't joking.
I wouldn't want to be a prostate examiner.
Nah, me neither.
No, you can have that one.
Look,
you can have that one.
That they whole job. This is what they do all day.
Yeah,
is check that.
Yeah,
like I'm like, man, you know, and it's sad to say, man. I'm getting close to that age where it's that time where you got to go get those, and then I don't even want to get it done, let alone have somebody back there like.
If I do it, man, I'm gonna have to find a female doctor, man, or something, man.
You want a girl back there?
If I'm gonna have to do it, I'll raise them.
I'm cool. I go without.
You go without?
Go without.
I couldn't be a abortion clinic security guard.
Now, I did security one time.
How long you do that?
I did 48 hours.
48 hours?
Yeah. I used to be bored and stuff like that. You know, when I do security, I was in LA doing security actually for a quick minute. When I first got out there, you know what I mean, I was kind of new, so I was like, let me grab a little quick job just in case, because the rent crazy high. Rent like for a 1-bedroom starting at $1,800. The studio starting at $13 right now. So that's crazy in Cali right now, in Los Angeles. So I said, let me catch a little job real fast and kind of give me extra $2,000-3,000 in my pocket. And you know, they got a lot of homeless in LA, especially in Hollywood. So, you know, I was working in one of these buildings, security, and pretty much they used to always have homeless that sneak into the building and they'll go sleep in like all the little cuts, and you had to tell them to leave. But like, I'm kind of skinny. I know this jacket might look like I'm a little swole, but I'm a real skinny motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? And there used to be some big homeless dudes in there, man. They want to fight. They want to argue. I tell them, hey man, look, you just sleep right there, man, and you know what I mean, if anybody complained, you know what I mean, I just actually leave. But one day when I was leaving, the lady was like, hey, there's a homeless guy asleep at the pool. Do you mind telling him to go? I just let her know. I was like, hey, my shift is actually over, but the next guy, he comes in an hour and a half. You can let him know. Next thing you know, they let me know I was fired. So,
How many jobs have you been fired from?
I mean, it's been a lot. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It has nothing to do with me not being able to do the work. It's just me. I feel like I got so many like ways of making money without having to get a job. When I get a job, I just don't really be caring for the job.
Yeah, I feel
Once I first see that first check, it's like, especially when they like make it short. Like I think it's like a half a week check on that first check.
Yeah,
that hurts me the most because
Like,
I'm like, damn, I done been here 2 weeks. I done put gas in the car and been here all night long. Y'all only give me $400, $500. What the hell is this?
What you got?
Man, a daycare worker, bus driver, teacher, anything got to do with kids, man.
Oh no, I can rock with the kids, just my own kids.
That's what I can do with my own, but that's the thing. When you do that, I couldn't do that job, man, because I'm the type of, hey, I'm going to tell your kid what to do. If they ain't doing right, because I got the best interest for them. If they can't do it, hey.
At the daycare, I'm just gonna close the door, give them some candy, and let them run wild until you come back.
Man, I was a teacher in South Korea for 2.5 years, man.
I couldn't do it, man.
But you know, them kids thought they was slick. They try to speak Korean to each other.
Yeah.
I learned some of it. You couldn't pull that on me no more, man. But you know, when they got too bad, man, my wife she came down there and they was I'm talking about rowdy, reckless. Man,
so ain't no different from the ones here.
Oh hell no. No, they the same. They just saying they
probably,
bad.
They probably more mad too, because I think they said they go to school like all year or something like that down that way. Oh yeah, so they real mad.
They get it probably
mad
about,
as hell.
They get probably about 6 weeks off.
You know, in the U.S. they just mad like this because they just laugh like this because of the TV and everything. Everybody trying to get lit. You know what I mean? But out there they pissed off because they got to be in school every day.
Every day, that's crazy.
That's straight up. Look, I would hate to work in a sex toy return department.
You're gonna be the one spraying it down.
I don't want none of these used toys, man. Hey man.
Hey, I would hate to be a garbage man. I did that for probation one time. Man, I came home, man. That smell never left my shirt for like 4 days. I had to throw the shirt out.
I don't see how they do it, man.
They do it because it pay good and the hours good.
Oh nah, in New York I heard they making 100,000.
Really?
Yeah.
The hours good. They work from like 3 or 4 to like 2, and then they done. Well, it might not be 3 or 4, but it might be like 5 to 2.
They getting up early.
Yeah, they done at 2:30. They shutting it down.
Yeah, they shutting it down at 3 o'clock, but you up early and smelling like shit.
Yeah, you will smell like.
Your lady might not be too happy after you get off of work.
You need that extra soap.
You ain't getting that meet you at the door type of thing going on.
Take your clothes off in the garage.
She gonna tell you, she gonna meet you with the hose first.
Straight up. Outside. Spray it down.
Yeah, I couldn't do that, man. I couldn't be a plumber. I ain't dealing with that shit literally. I couldn't be a plumber, man.
Hey, man, plumbing is the hustle. We just had to pay a plumber $75 to put some putty on the drain.
I couldn't do it, man.
On the drain. Now, I mean, you would hate to run up on some stopped-up toilets.
Yeah, that's true.
I know you hate to run up on that. Hey, man, I hate to be a porno cameraman.
Oh, no, that's dope.
You really?
That's dope.
You would hate to, really?
Hey, man. Like, it's only, I got a one ding-a-ling limit in a room.
Hey, it's cool with me because, you know what I mean, I ain't interested in that. I don't even see it.
Look, because they want you to have a camera and you got to get close.
Oh, yeah. But if I was a cameraman, I say, hey, look, we POV.
There you go.
We looking at her. We ain't looking at you.
Take that. Hey, man. Yeah, I dang, man.
Shout out Pornhub and XNXX.
Everybody with them premium subscriptions, they like, yes, I'm going over there right now. I'm right now.
I'm about to hit it when the show go on.
Where that sock at?
No.
Get that gold toe special. Yeah. Hey, man. I tell you, the worst job in NFL football is the if your only job is to be a punt returner. That's the worst job, man.
A punt returner.
A punt returner. You think about it.
That ain't bad though,
You
man.
kick the ball up in the air. Now you standing there while 11 dudes running towards you at full speed.
Hey, you know, I always thought that was the dopest part of the video game, though. Like when you play video games, like I always thought that was like the easiest job. Like my man just gotta catch it. He got his whole team, and if he can run, he's out of there. And I ain't gonna lie, shout out to Madden. If you could play, let me know. 2K, that 2018, run them back.
Hey man, every punt, fair catch.
Yeah.
I'm fair catching everything.
You be fired.
It ain't got to be somebody that's 30 yards away. Fair catch. You got not gonna blast me with my head, with my head up.
That is true though. I ain't think about that.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't play football too. Shout out to Clemens Middle School when I was at Clemens Middle School out there in Conyers. They wanted me to play football. They wanted me to be I think they wanted me to do punt return. I remember I seen one dude get hit in the knees. His legs broke. I looked at my knees. I was like, man, I'm kind of skinny, man. Y'all ain't about to hit me in my knees. I don't play football. I play basketball.
Well, that'll change your mind.
You quit in 2 practices.
Yeah.
Oh no, I quit in the first practice. My teacher was my teacher was the coach was actually my math teacher or whatever, and he was like, "Yo, man, you really fast, man, playing basketball. Yo, you should be a wide receiver to punt return." I was like, "Yeah." I watched them play. See my man get hit. He was hurt. He actually flipped. And then I was like, yeah, hit for the knees. And I imagine my knees getting hit, and I was like, nah, you ain't him bending my knees back. Nah, no homo.
Shit. I couldn't be a roofer, man.
A roofer?
It's hot, man.
Yeah, no.
It's hot on the roof.
Nah, I couldn't be a pilot.
You can be a pilot.
I don't fly.
You don't at all?
I don't fly at all. Now, whenever people book me, I always leave like 2 days in advance. I'll be on the Greyhound or the China bus.
Damn.
Really?
Or I drive.
Or
the tour bus will take me.
You just don't like flying at all, or
I don't like turbulence, and there's no saving yourself dropping from thousands of feet in the air. But I believe if I duck down and let the car roll, there's a good chance. I've seen a lot of people survive car accidents. I don't think too many people survive a plane accident. I mean, yeah, the odds are different, but when you look at the odds of actually who's dying in it, it's a lot more in the plane.
Man, that's
anything over 8 hours, I'm flying that thing.
Oh no, I don't mind, cause see, I just sleep, and then not only that, when you're on the bus, you stop down, like you stop at like, for example, going to New York, you stop at South Carolina, Pennsylvania, all these places. Mm-hmm. So I can actually say I was there, and I take pictures.
Yeah, that's true.
And Snapchat be lit. He be like, man, I've been everywhere.
Hell yeah, I done been there.
All the filters.
All the filters, every state. Like, damn, he's rocking.
Damn.
Hey, I had to drive. I had to do all the driving for the house and whatnot, and that just, man, I wish I could. I wish we could fly. The only thing I don't like about flying is going to Hartsfield, but other than that, man,
I did that 6 hour come from Orlando, man. I was like, If I think I would have flew it if I would have thought about it.
Every time I fly, man, I'm praying to God, hoping that joint don't go down.
Yeah, that's true, man.
I'll take the 12 hour. And then the Cali, actually, I go hit Cali soon, so I'll take the 31, right on the Greyhound.
Ain't no train that go over there, nothing?
Great trains, $750 for the seat, $1,000 for the actual cabin. It's too much for a 21-hour trip. I just take the 10 hours and sleep.
It make for a nice little road trip, though.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah, but you know what's ill about the stop, though? You stop in Texas, and Texas got a little cool spot in El Paso, and it's, like, right at the border where Mexico's at, and you could literally, like, you see all the locals from Mexico, they come out, try to sell you everything, so it's like you're, like, little Mexico all in that little quick time, and then all the border control, they try to stop you, and then what they do is they got a little trick. It happens every time I go. They always got one dude that stands at the corner right by the Greyhound trying to sell everybody some weed. Like, hey, man, come over here, buy some weed. And then the one time I went, like I remember my very first time heading to Cali, I went ahead and I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy some. But I smoked all of it on the walk around, kicking it. The other homies, they bought a lot more. So when we jumped on the bus, literally, like there was like a police officer that like talked to the bus driver, and he had like pointed out like some people at the back. And I was wondering why he was pointing at us. By the time we hit the actual border, they didn't even have to like really let the dog come on. They just literally just walked up and just pointed at everybody and said, you, come with me. And then bam, we seen them pull him out right outside the bus. We said everybody going to jail. We just watched them outside the bus when it pulls out like, ooh, shit.
Dang. Well, I know y'all was like,
I had that weed in my mouth, holding on to that blunt.
Just in case.
And then I dried it off with the lighter and relit it. That's kind of nasty, but hey, I needed something for that long ass ride.
ain't nothing wrong with recycling.
Yeah, I rode it with spit anyway, so fuck it.
Pretty much. What you got?
Yeah, that's about it on me, man. Police officer, I couldn't be a police officer.
Hey man, yeah, it's too tense. It's too tense.
No. I could be a cop.
Really?
Not while I'm rapping. While now that I became a rapper, I couldn't say I became a cop because I'll probably be the butt of jokes. But like how Mace be like flipping with being a pastor. But I would be a cop because I would be like my man Denzel. I definitely love that movie Training Day. And I know a lot of cops. In the Keys in Miami back in the early 90s, early 2000s, that was getting a lot of these drug dealers. You know what I mean? They were pocketing a lot of money that they found on them tables after they busted them doors. And then a lot of police chiefs got a lot of bread that day. You know, shout out my posse, let me know a lot of inside stories. So with that being said, I would have been rich. I wouldn't have been the good cop.
Yeah.
It'd be
Lonzo. You want to go home or you want to go to jail?
He said, I've been doing this all day, rookie. He had that white dudes messed up, boy.
Yep. And I would hate to be a foot doctor. Because people ain't going to come see you if they feet straight. You're going to get all the worst feet. Toe jam, bunions, corns, ingrown toenails, everything.
I would hate to be OBGYN.
You couldn't be?
No, I could not. No. OBG? No. I couldn't be looking at all the lady stuff because, you know, it's like this.
You're going to be Dr. Love.
If I see it and it don't look that good, you know, and then I had imagine like, you know, if I was actually on that prowl, then, you know, now that that's my profession, because, you know, now, you know, just like as anybody's profession, they probably look at people that got teeth, like a dentist. My mom's a dentist, so she looks at people's teeth all the time. When she looks at people's face, the first thing when she looks at a guy is, oh, how'd your teeth look?
Right.
So I'm pretty sure as a job like that, first thing you're thinking is, I wonder how down below is. Do you have a fresh pair of panties on? As my man Snoop would say.
How that wolf look? I mean, yeah, I can see how you could judge that because you done seen all of them.
And you done seen all ages.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, you might see some things.
You see old wolves.
Especially when you got the ones with the diseases, the allergic reactions. Yeah. And after a while, you start saying to yourself, man, you know, you can't eat. And I don't eat as it is. So, you know, that definitely turn you off of dining down.
Hey, man, that's a young man. Young man right there. He ain't out here getting a snack on. You ain't gonna say never.
Never say never. Trust me. Never say never.
To somebody that done been there before.
My mama would say hard times will make a rat eat onions.
I ain't never gonna get my snack on.
we already know those. We know a few.
Yeah, Ned over there with her head down like.
We know a few.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wonder if my mom's still watching. That's hilarious. Because she was. I hate to be a clean. I hate to clean up those semen collection rooms.
The what?
You know, so like when they go, you gotta
sperm bank.
You gotta do a sperm, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to clean that up.
No.
I wouldn't want to touch that. But you know what's actually bad too? You know when you go to the fair and you got the people in the stalls that got to clean out the toilets.
Oh,
the little porta potties.
The little porta potties.
Man,
that's actually the worst job because I actually heard that 9 times out of 10 there's always one that drops on them. It's all because you know one's always heavier than the other, and after lifting all those jars and tipping them, something's got to splash on your toe.
Oh wow.
Man, that little blue water ain't
what you think it is. Blue no more.
Ain't what you think it is.
That water sea green, sea black.
I'll be in one of them hazmat
That's
suits.
the black seat.
Man, already. Well, let's move on over to. I want to talk about a couple people that deserve to go to jail. We're gonna say things that piss me off for last because I know a whole bunch of people got some stuff that pissed them off. But people that deserve to go to jail is the people that suck at scanning at the self-check. My mom's is still watching. Yeah, those people that suck at scanning at the self-check, you know, they get on my nerves because it's like bar to the glass, barcode to the glass, and they can't find it. Well, you like, hey, you need to get over there. You need to go to line 6 because you tripping. You know what? Security, get this fool.
Man, abusers of the Snapchat filters.
Shout out all my ladies.
I'm so
Shout out to all the deers,
Snapchat filters.
the little puppies, and those little angel
Shout out to
reefs.
catfish.
What is
Now
this?
you became a real time catfish with this filters.
Can somebody can one of y'all tell me what's this?
That's
Can
normal.
You please tell me what that is. They have the little Snapchat and they be sitting there doing like this, staring into the camera and moving their head.
No words.
No words. Please tell me what that is.
That's making sure the
And
filter fit in every section, so when they snap that picture, they can trick everybody and
No,
catch
but they
them
do it
thirst.
as a video, like a little.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
little mini
Oh
video.
yeah,
and
yeah, they got
sit there
that
with
video. Catch all them. That's that thirst trapping.
Man,
the
that-
thirst trapping with the
come on,
filters
man.
on.
Y'all gotta cut that out, man.
And you know, pretty soon they're gonna have the filters that's gonna hit your body soon too. You know, when them come out, you know, you gonna have the big girls getting real slim, you gonna have the slim girls getting real thick.
People gonna think I'm in about 60 days. People gonna think I done got a body Snapchat filter. I'm about to put a 6-pack on this big belly.
Is it gonna work like that?
Yeah, I hope so. I told my coworkers I ain't coming to work with no shirt on or nothing.
You want everything in spandex.
And look, people out there need to go to jail. USPS.
Whoa, hold up, man. Hold up, man.
USPS.
Hold up, man. That's what I do.
He a mailman for real.
That's what I do. Hold up, man. Hold up.
Well, yo, man.
What's the
Make sure
beef
you
with
bring
the
my
post
package on
office?
time, man. I lost thousands of dollars in the mail, man. I lost thousands of dollars in the mail, man. USPS needs to bring my package on time, man.
Look. If
Too many times I done seen it say departed, and then it says updating, and then it doesn't pop up until day of. Or I call and I'm like, hey, where's my package? And I lost $2-3 grand, man. I need my package on time, man.
Defense of the post office. If it's with Amazon, we don't deliver all the Amazon packages. Amazon have their own drivers. UPS deliver it, and FedEx. So look,
I can vouch for that. I deliver for Amazon sometimes.
there you go. So some of the packages don't show up. It's not because of USPS. So I'm just shouting
When
out
I
to the post
look,
office.
I done went to the USPS, went in there and said, look, this is my package. A lot of times I have people in my neighborhood that like to steal. I be in the hood, or I'm shipping this to the hood. Make sure that this guy called me, let me know. Make sure it's updating on time. I done lost, last week I lost 5 bands.
No, man.
I know somebody's happy right now, getting real high right now, man. You know, I need my
But look,
stick.
that's the sender, though. Make sure that y'all look at y'all package. On y'all package, it says carrier leave if no response. So our job is to make sure we get it to that address, and that's it.
Wait,
That
so
is-
wait,
it's
so
the
I'm
sender's
back on
problem. I mean,
back on Flow 187's issue. I'm back on his side. Sometimes me and my neighbors deliver each other's mail. It make it to the complex, but it's just like this was in my box.
Y'all
Like,
probably
we in
got
the
an
same.
amateur.
And shout out my young boys,
the
man,
same-
that be picking up packages sometime, man. You know,
no.
and young and
Don't
around
put 'em
Christmas
out.
time
Don't
they
put
go
'em out.
crazy. They
Don't
go
put 'em
crazy, man. So you know what I'm saying, yo. Sometimes I don't get my package because of them young boys, man.
No, y'all probably got an amateur. No, but we look. It says leave if no response. That's what we got to do. We can't bring it back to the office because Amazon will lose that contract. If we bring mail back to the office, Amazon won't like it. Our job is to make sure we get to that door, scan it. That's
Well,
it.
excuse my man right here, but everybody else, man, especially that old lady, especially the old lady who supposed to bring my stuff, man. You know, you too lazy to walk up the driveway, drop it off. So you know, you see it's a big box, can't fit in the mail. You just tell me, oh, I should have been at the mailbox. I waited outside. I seen you drive past.
Yeah, no, that's I can't vouch for that one.
I wish it were true just to kind of leave it. I had one package. It was supposed to be delivered to a location. Basically, it's like they say it's high security to go on that level, but I couldn't leave it with the security guard. I called Amazon back. I had to take it all the way back to the warehouse to Amazon. This lady's all smiling. I didn't have to sign back for the package. They wanted the package back, and it directs you with your phone all the way back. So they still tracked it. So I mean, but I was like, I'm so close. Why he just couldn't take it?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, hey, I don't know about the Amazon job. I know USPS. 16 years. I know that one though. I know about them.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, you got me with that one. People who sneeze more than 3 times all at once. I don't trust you.
Those the same people that's gonna be at work next week.
Those be the people that got them boogies in the back. You know what I'm saying? That they ain't come out the first time, so it kind of swung in the background, kind of give them a little tickle.
Yeah.
I don't trust them.
What about the people that got to take a second breath to finish yawning? You ever seen that?
No, that's
Nah.
That's not that.
What about them people who laugh like Scooby Doo?
Go ahead, let me get a demonstration.
I can't do the demonstration.
Oh,
I know what you're saying. I do. I know what he's saying.
But my best friend, man, his dad laughed like Scooby Doo, man, and I ain't gonna lie, it's funny as hell, but it's nerve wracking as a mother.
Shout out to his best friend's dad. Hey, people that eat more than one grape at the grocery store
before they pay for it.
That's even if they decide not to pay for it.
They gotta go to
That's
jail.
stealing, yo.
You got to go to jail for that.
Hey, look, I do it all the time.
How many you eat?
I eat about 10. I eat about at least I break off a small branch and I eat a few of them. But the only thing about it is that I do that because I don't plan on buying that back. So I wanted to taste the product first because I know it came from the same source.
And the 10th one let you know that's the right one.
You pick another one.
Yeah.
You pick another one like, I don't want that one no more.
Sometimes I bust open the oranges too.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Oh man, now you just reckless.
Yeah.
But you know what? Ain't nobody wash that off though.
No, they don't. So it is a little powdery. Like they have like all the little insect repellent that be on it. It's kind of like wax. Yeah, that wax got my tongue a little dry when I be eating them.
You like to kiss that one up.
Yeah. But luckily, you know what I do? Sometimes I walk over where the produces are, like where all the vegetables are, and it's when
Sprinklers.
Yeah,
sprinklers.
Has the whole handful of grapes. Boom, everything washed off. Hand the guy. Bless it.
Yeah, already. Everybody like that's so dirty. It's not clean. That's so dirty.
People, what's that?
Go ahead.
People who fart in front of somebody on purpose.
Hey man,
You gotta go to jail, man.
I was about to say that, like the people that fart on crowded elevators.
You gotta go to jail. You
No.
can't do that, man.
Girls that fart on their dates.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Or
immediate
fart
lockup.
during sex.
Damn.
That'd be crazy. Like, you hit it from the back.
Bam.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
She gonna say, she's like, oh yeah, it farted. You made it fart. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
They try to call that a queef.
Yeah, that's what they.
But
Call that a poof.
hey, man. You know what? Somebody has done that before. In the past. I gotta say past. My wife is still in there.
Pass.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, you made it.
2001 sleep.
Oh yeah, for me, that's for all the that's like way in the past.
Hey man, if somebody fought on the elevator, it's like a hostage situation, so they can really go to jail.
That'll make you fight, man.
Yeah. I done had that happen one time going up to the sundial.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
In the elevator?
In the elevator, yeah.
That'll make you want to fight somebody, man.
You know, it was crazy because he was actually standing next to me and he smiled when I looked at him. And I was like, nigga, you know it's you, right?
Got him.
And he was like, yeah, man, my bad, bro. I try to let him, I try to go to the bathroom, but our time, because you go up in like sets or whatever like that. So, my reservation was at that time with his. So, he couldn't make it to the bathroom at the time. So he wanted to go upstairs.
He said, my bad, bro.
He looked at me and he smiled and said, my bro. Like, damn.
That sounds like something
I
I
just
would
looked
do, though.
out the window.
That ain't right, man.
I'd be like, dang.
What sucked is I'm actually scared of heights, so I had to watch the whole ride. I had to conquer my fear all at one time while dealing with the smell.
You're too worried about heights to be worried about this part.
Yeah. I'll tell you, when the heights was up, after we hit I think the 6th or 7th floor, the smell didn't even bother me no more. At that point, I was holding my breath and just squeezing the poles.
So if a girl farted on a date with you, like y'all was riding the car, like y'all had just got done eating, I was on y'all way to wherever y'all was going. Yeah.
Went to cookout, something like that.
And then y'all was in the car.
Fancy shaking, she's and let it go loose.
She squeezed one out on you. And
I ain't gonna. Hey, you know what?
Is that the end?
I ain't gonna flex. Depending on the funk, she might slide.
Oh, man.
I mean, if it stink, oh yeah, she out. You know what I'm saying? She out. But if sometimes you can have gas with no smell.
I mean, you can.
Sometimes you can have gas with no smell. So gas with no smell, as long as it happens one time. After the first time, you know, I realized you got a flatulence problem. After that problem, I can't be around you.
Did she get a pass if she rolled down the window before you smell it? Like she know it's coming and it's cold outside like right now.
You know what's crazy is that would be courteous, but at the same time, that would let me know that you're probably used to it. So I know that my female, I've never actually been in a situation with my wife that she's actually farted around me.
Never?
Nah.
We've
been together since I was 14 years old.
Man, that's a long time to hold it, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. She hold it till she goes to the bathroom. Like, for real, for real. I mean, I'll see her taking a shit all the time. But as far as, like, us being out, she probably let it go. But she probably, like, let it go real smooth.
Like I told you before, man, I've been with my brothers and sisters all my life, and they probably can count
I'm riding with
I'm riding
with the music jamming, so I ain't hearing it anyway.
Yeah.
Shit. That's probably the time when she lights the blunt, you know.
Man. Yeah, you can't smell it over that.
Long as she let me, long as she like, man, I can't hold this. I can't hold it. I try my best. I can't hold it. Okay, but don't just be like.
What is
I know I'll be letting her rip though. I know for a fact I'll be letting her rip around her all the time. Shout out, you know.
If you was on a second date and she squeezed one out, she's like, "Oh, I can't hold it." Bam.
If she
would
let me know
would
she
you still hit
can't
it?
Hold it like I can't hold it. I've been trying.
Would you
gotta
still
make it seem like you actually tried?
Hey, you know what?
Would you still hit it?
Would I still hit it? Yeah. That wouldn't stop me. The fart wouldn't stop me.
But
I still be looking at her funny.
Hey, you know what? She got to clean up because, you know, I heard that, you know, if somebody farted in a pillow and you slept on that pillow, you know you can get pink eye. That's from what I heard. So, you know, with that being said, she had to hit the shower first before I even went around.
Now, when I see somebody with pink eye, I'm gonna think, man, you slept on a farted pillow. Didn't you?
Somebody farted on your pillow.
Come on,
hey,
man.
how else you get pink eye? I mean, hey, they say it's from feces getting your eye. That's how a lot of people get pink eye.
Come on, man.
That's from what I heard.
I need to look that up.
People wiping and then they wipe their eye. You know, after wiping it. You know what I mean?
Chat room, fact check. How do you get pink eye? See if it's from feces.
Farted on the pillow. That's what happened.
See if you got a pillow farted on.
Look, man. People whose car is full of clothes and trash, they should go to jail.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shout out my cousin Sadiq, man. Clean that shit the fuck up.
Name count.
I had to drop your name, man, cause hey,
you need to cut that out.
Clean that shit up, man. Clean that shit up.
Cut that out.
You can't leave your car like that, man.
Can't do it, man.
Clothes and
I be
trash.
coming in there sitting on chips, sitting on old burgers. My keys fall down on the side. I'm picking up fries, old ketchup packets,
water
honey
bottles.
buns, everything, man. I can't even put my feet on the ground because I'm sipping on old beers.
Yeah. You get out the car and dust yourself off.
Yeah, you got to.
I sit in this car with a towel. I put the towel down first.
Plastic. Yeah, but a whole plastic.
Aluminum
down.
foil. I might have to start jumping in there with.
Hey, funky people that try on clothes that don't buy them, they need to go ahead.
Yeah. Cause
like you can't go shopping right after you leave the gym.
Yeah, that is true. But you know what I hate? I hate homeboys that come out with me to these strip clubs and they expect me to be the one throwing all the money.
Yeah, that's
y'all should go to jail. Y'all should go to jail.
If you throwing it, I gotta go to the next.
Hey, look,
corner
all the
and sit
girls
down.
tell me there's no reason you should be coming to look for free. You should at least throw a couple dollars, couple ones. You know what I mean? For me, it's okay. I'll be in there hosted. You know what I'm saying? But if you with the homies, man, make the homie look good, man. Throw some money, man. Throw some money, man. Then I'll throw some money with you. Maybe not as much as y'all do, but I'll throw some money with you.
What's the minimum? What's the minimum? That you be like, hey, man.
Trying to get that together now.
No. You can't hang with me no more, bro.
You can't hang with me no more if you ain't throwing less than at least $50. If you throwing less than $50, you can't rock, man. Because I need to see it thrown in the air in the rain. Because everything is on video, man. Everything need to look good for the perception. Okay. We need to make that 50 look like $1 million.
All right. Okay.
Make it look like Floyd Mayweather came through there.
To be out there with
I can roll with 50. I can do
$3 at a time, like.
Because you know I'm throwing them 5 at a time.
Look, I told this.
I'll be behind you like.
Hey, my cousin ain't in here. My cousin ain't in here, but
everybody want to hit the strip club too, man. Be at Onyx, man. It's gonna be crazy. Y'all come throw some honeys with me.
There you go.
Some honeys.
Onyx, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, man. Also, look, if you drive under the speed limit in the passing lane, you deserve to get locked up, especially here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta traffic, man.
Because the Atlanta traffic is horrible as it is.
Oh yeah, police officers.
Lock them up.
Lock them up.
Yeah, that ain't.
And what up, O?
Lock up all the police officers.
Women who shave their eyebrows then draw on a new one.
Women that tattoo their eyebrows on.
Yeah, you got throw the handcuffs on.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Throw them handcuffs on.
Let the hair grow. You know what I mean? Let the hair grow. You only supposed to shave below.
No, some of their eyebrows be looking like mine, so they got to go ahead and get that cleaned up, man.
Hey.
You can't have, like them girls that got them Anthony Davis eyebrows. They got to get them squared away.
You got them unis.
You got the unibrow, man. I work with a girl who draw hers on, and you can see like a little bush. You can see a little bush right up and through there, but you can see like this big marker. It look like a Sharpie.
No, man.
And look, who else I think need to go to jail, man? Them ugly chicks I was sneaking in my section when I was in Hollywood, man. Y'all need to go to jail, man. You know how many times I had to tell my security to tell y'all to leave. And I know y'all came with your homegirl. I know your homegirl looked good, but you didn't look good, so I don't give a damn. You got to get the hell out my section. You ain't making me look bad.
Drinks.
Ain't no free drinks. Ain't no free champagne. Ain't no free Ace of Spades, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Go get the water.
What the ugly girl? Who they look like?
They look worse. I ain't gonna lie. They look worse in person.
Oh, damn.
Man.
The worst in person. And then some, and I ain't gonna lie, yo, nowadays, like, the criteria with me is 8 and above if you're in my table. So if you ain't 8 and above, then you kind of just ugly, even if you passable. Even if you fuckable. For the table section, for the section is 8 and above. For the section is 8 and above. So if you made it to the section, you was 8 and above, so be happy.
Bing. My brother said women that draw on their edges need to go to jail.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dang. Hey, that's some struggle edges if you got to draw them on. Excessive use of the word like.
Oh, yeah, and guys that draw on their hairline.
Hey.
Yeah.
Look,
I mean, it's cool with the Beijing. The Beijing is cool if you want to darken out your look. You know what I'm saying? But if you have no hairline and you trying to like get a hairline, you know what I mean? Just let it go ball. Let it go ball.
You trying to get LeBron locked up?
I know one of my uncles. He just got he told me he got a cool little haircut. I actually seen him recently at one of these at my grandmother's supposedly funeral that she was about to have. Basically, I seen him. He's usually bald. So when I seen him, I was like, oh shit, he got some hair. I was like, yo, you got some hair now? He's like, oh, you notice? Started rubbing his head. He was feeling good. He was talking about his hair, and I was like, hey, where you get some hair? Then he came in the light. I was like, yo, you tied that shit on your head? He was like, yeah, it's a new type of procedure. It's just like tattoos, but except, it's like a hair follicle that they tat in your head.
Man.
What is a supposed funeral that you're supposed to have?
Oh, supposedly.
Was they supposed to
die?
All right,
so look at this, right? I know this might be a little too for all my young listeners, my young watchers. I know me, I was always into shit like different strokes and stuff like that. So if y'all ever watch Sanford and Son, y'all ever Red Fox.
It's the big one.
You know, it's the big one. I'm coming, Elizabeth. That's my grandmother every month, at least 3 times a month. She's saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And then later on, she cooking food for everybody. So shout out my grandmother, man, trying to scare everybody to get some more people to come visit her for more than the holidays.
Okay. All right, I got you. What we got? You got one?
Man, I got to, because I wanted to start this one off on that one. But I saw, when I was coming up MLK Drive, police had the gas station blocked off, police everywhere. So niggas who fight on MLK Day on MLK Drive, you need to go to jail.
Oh yeah. Respect my man Martin Luther King.
Especially
man.
on MLK.
Cut the bullshit at least one day, man. You know what I'm saying? Cut the nigga shit one day, man.
That don't make no sense.
Shout out to Martin Luther King Day. That's what I'm talking about. We up in here on that day. Yeah, I almost slid right on off.
Cool point.
Hey, I ain't worried about it. We can just I cut that out. I cut that failure out. All right, so the last segment we got going on, I might have time for this one Lyft story. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and tell this Lyft story real quick. So New Year's Eve, because I got a cousin in here, she loves Lyft stories for some reason. I drove on New Year's Eve, right? And it seemed like I picked up probably about 4 or 5 people. And there was one girl that stood out more than the rest of them. It was this big white girl. She almost looked like that white girl that was on that movie, like 50 Shades Black or something like that with Marlon Wayans, the roommate friend. Yeah. Okay. And so, man, I picked up, she was smelling like weed, and she was smelling like chicken. Nah, she's probably smelling like just reefer. Straight, she was still straight like reefer. I picked up from
Reggie Brown.
Hot Wing Cafe. I picked up from Hot Wing Cafe, and man, she got in there and she was like, "Man, you know, I can't believe that I'm getting ready to turn it in. It's only 11 o'clock. I said, a bitch getting old." I was just like, damn. She was like, are you one of those people that don't like holidays? I was like, nah, I'm old. If I wasn't out here driving, I'd be asleep right now. She was like, well, I'm probably going to go ahead and go to sleep. But I was in there killing that karaoke. Cause a bitch can blow. I was like, hey man, what was you singing? She said some Aretha Franklin song. I was like, I better put your ass out. And I'm talking about.
Could she sing?
No, I wasn't gonna have her sing in my car, man.
Oh, you didn't even try to see if she could?
I ain't want to do that. But you know what she did? It's like when we was riding, a Drake song came on the iPod. It was Drake, Ransom. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this song is on. This song has really made my ride. And she started singing along to it. And so of course that song got a whole bunch of niggas in it, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, let me turn this down and see if I gotta put her out, cause I don't want her to be that comfortable that she just feel like she could just get off.
Bust out the nigga on you.
Yeah, and every time it came to that, she was like, nah. And then kept going, and kept going. I was like, all right, cool. They let her slide, and then I think her high kicked in. Her high kicked in which we was riding by this school, and she was like, have you ever noticed that schools and libraries, they never turn their lights off? Somebody could just easily go in there and just steal. I'm like, what made you think about that? Like, why are you thinking about the lights being on in schools and stuff? Like, the people that had a problem getting out of school in the first place are probably the same people that were probably steal, but they ain't going back into no school. That's not what's getting ready to happen. Then she started talking about how her dude, she was trying to get her dude to come over, but she didn't know if he would come over. And I was like, she said her parents didn't like him. Mm-hmm. Like, your parents don't like your dude. Probably black. Probably a black dude. But I ain't want to bring that up because I ain't want. Huh?
You didn't have it?
No, I ain't that. I knew. I could tell because look. I picked up, she smelled like weed. I picked her from Hot Wing Cafe, and she knew all the words to Drake and Ransom. That's all I needed. That's all I needed to know.
She didn't want a Lyft driver. She just wanted somebody to drive her and talk.
She probably did. She probably did.
She
but
just wanted a friend, man.
Look, I profile her. I know she get. I'm pretty sure his name was Jamal or Terrence or something like that. Like
probably Jerome.
Straight up.
Jerome.
So yeah, my parents, for some reason they just don't like him. It's like, well, you out here fucking these niggas. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
No, they wanted a Clayton or somebody. They didn't want no Jerome.
Chad. They wanted Chad. They wanted Tommy. But look, we're gonna move on over to things that piss me off. Things that piss you off. I mean, it's that guy. It's so many things. I was trying to be more patient in 2018, but it's just certain things that piss me off. Like badass kids piss me off. Yep. I just don't like. I know y'all said I know you said you don't like kids in general. That ain't yours.
Yeah, that ain't mine.
That ain't yours.
Yeah,
but
my bro kids is bad.
Like them bad kids, that'll look you in your face and not do what you ask them to do. Like, hey, young man, pick up that pick up that paper that you just dropped. And they look at you like, no.
Yeah, my son on that right now. 1 year old already on that right now. Nah, but you know what I hate people who smoking and they ain't buy it, they ain't roll it, and they got a long ass story to tell, and they just got your blunt hostage, and you just watching it.
They snuck their way in.
They just snuck, sat, smoked. Oh yeah, man. And then they taking the hardest pull.
You can get caught up in the conversation. You
I done got caught, and then it's crazy because I forgot in mine at the time. They be having such a good conversation with me, and I be high myself, so I be like, all right, goddamn, watch my blunt go down from here to here. Like, oh shit, hold on, bro, pass that shit. Hey, next one on you, bro.
Like for real.
Hey man,
Man, Julian took mine right there.
people that talk
People
on
that talk on their phone with the speaker in public, I can't stand that, man.
Oh, no, I do that all the time.
You in public,
I do
you
that all
just
the
sit and
time.
talk on it.
Yeah, I do.
You don't care about people hearing your conversation.
You don't care about frequency?
No, man, I don't.
You don't
care.
want the frequency in your ear?
Man, I don't mind.
I can tell you this. My right ear slightly messed up from always talking on my right with the phone.
See, I don't talk on it that much though.
Now I talk on it all the time.
No,
Business is always a phone call, always ringing. Like literally, my phone was ringing while we was on, but I can't pick up none of the calls.
No.
No.
I can't do this. I don't like the speakerphone talking, man. That'd be killing me. I'd be like,
Nah, be cool, because sometimes if you talking about the right shit around the right people, because I rock with a lot of Bitcoin. Shout out my Bitcoin users. You know what I'm saying? I use it for other things than just investments. But you know what I'm saying? When you're having the right conversation, you might have somebody say, "Hey, I see you're into okay. Hey man, what's up?"
well, see, you're more for
Happens all the
marketing.
time.
Other people just be talking.
Oh yeah, when you got them ignorant conversations where like, "Oh yeah, my man done did me this way, or my baby mama this." Oh yeah, I hate them. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say where I was, but there was one time that I was in a room full of people and the phone rang and they answered the phone on speaker and held the whole room hostage. They held the whole room hostage with every other conversation had to stop because they was talking on their phone.
I just remember stuff like that happened in school though.
What?
In school, somebody answered their phone and the teacher would basically wait.
Man, what kind of school you go to?
They waited?
Charter school?
Nah, they waited. And then after she was finished, she'd be like, "Oh, okay, can I have your phone?" And nobody about to give the teacher the phone. I never gave the teacher my phone. Last time they asked me for my phone, they sent the police officers to come get me.
Shit, I can't go back to mine. We ain't have phone when I was not cell phone.
I didn't. Cell phones ain't really get big until I got to college.
Man, I done had a cell phone with this same phone number. If y'all got my phone number, y'all know what it is. I had the same number since I was 14 years old.
888-555-9268. Hit them up.
Some people gonna be trying
They
that.
don't even got my area code no more.
It's 281-330-8004.
Shit, I had this number so long they don't even give away the area code for the state no more.
Word?
Yeah.
Damn. Julian said people who talk like they text. Yeah, though. I have a hard time reading that.
Talk, yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time reading that.
I don't like diagonal walkers. Let me explain that.
That's my wife.
Yeah, you know how you got the crosswalk, you're supposed to go
Yeah.
straight across. Instead, people want to go, they trying to go to where they're going. Instead of going straight across, they'll walk diagonally and take their time. You being nice enough already let them go across, so they should be trying to go across, get out of your way so you can go. But they walking diagonally, they in your way a little bit longer. And now you're like, okay, all right, you did this on purpose.
Well, what I hate is the homeless on a train in L.A. You know what I mean? Or anywhere, really, homeless on the train. Because a lot of time they be smelling like alcohol and piss.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All them pissing on their clothes. So what they always let it do is they let it sit right next to you.
Oh,
And it's like,
yeah,
damn, so I got to take this whole ride holding my breath with all this smell. I used to hate that because in L.A., you'll take a walk literally down the street and you'll get a mouthful of alcohol and piss in your mouth.
Yeah, L.A.
Pissy, just a pissy smell. I call it smelling like homeless. Just smelling
Is
homeless.
it worse than New Orleans?
Oh, it's the worst because, it's the number one homeless capital in the U.S. In the world, I think.
I don't know, man. New Orleans was bad, man.
I know L.A., they got 25 blocks called Scale Road. Ain't nothing but homeless people walking outside with no clothes, with their baby, with newspaper diapers. I done seen it all. Rats jumping into the tents with them. People, they got the cans outside, eating rats outside. I seen it all. I go and skate all the time and say, thank God it ain't me. You know
L.A.
what I mean?
was bad, but New Orleans, man,
that's the swamp bad. That's even worse.
It wasn't it wasn't homeless bad. It was just a bunch of party people just nasty,
Just
man.
out there, yeah. I'm talking about we just walk through. You just walk through a cloud of piss just randomly.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, what? Oh.
Shout out to Swamp Life.
Yeah. New Orleans was rough, man.
And Mississippi's bad too.
My brother said middle names on Facebook pisses him off. Keisha So Blessed Johnson and Tyrone Thug Life Evans. And you see a whole bunch of those names.
You know what pissed me off? Being broke and bougie. You can't be broke and be bougie.
So you don't like those girls with those bad weaves?
It don't work.
50% Brazilian virgin.
You can't be broke and bougie.
Hey, it pisses me off. Big girls that think they thick.
I had one block me. I had one block me. I had one block me on Instagram.
She put on the tights. She put on the waist trainer, and she said, "Oh shit."
Yeah. You can't. Yeah.
Nah, yo, just really.
There's a lot of my.
Hey, your reality gonna hit you one day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some guy be trying to get some, so they tell, man, you thick, you so fine.
Yeah. Shout out all my girls on the thirst trap getting their money.
Yeah.
And you think that I'm you think it? I had this post that said, "Dear thick girls, get on top of him, and if he dies, he dies." Like, you know, next thing I'm talking about, like, get on top of him, ride him. If he dies, he dies. And this girl hit me up. It was like, yo, if I didn't know, I thought I was thick. I didn't know I was fat. I was like, what nobody talking about you?
She took it straight to heart.
If I was to hit a big girl, it would only be from the back. It would only be from the back.
Y'all lay up in that swimming pool.
From the back. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That's it.
Oh, man.
Why
do it saddle style.
Why just from the back?
That's it. But I couldn't even do it, man. She probably got like I seen a big girl porno one time. She had the like a bruise, looked like a bruise on her butt or something like that. It looked like it was like dark brown. And I seen that on all big girls, so I think that's like a big person like trait to have like a dark spot around their ass or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Shout out all the big people that let their ass crack hang in their pants when they stand up. Gave me a good view.
Bill collectors pissed me off. Look,
Yeah,
I like the bill collectors.
Look, when I tell you I ain't got it, if I ain't have $2,000 yesterday, I ain't got it today.
I know I like the bill collectors because, you know, they're good people to talk to. I told the bill collector just the other day, he was like, hey, man, you know, we're calling for your gas bill. You didn't pay that gas bill when you were in your last apartment. I said, oh, yeah? I said, shit, well, who is this again? Oh, okay, well, you know, he died last week.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, he died. Yeah, man. Oh, can I send him a card? Yeah, send him a card. Yeah, what address? I can't tell you his address. He's dead. He's in the cemetery. Just
Man.
They good people to get some laughs with, man. I practice all my comedy on them.
Stacy said couples Facebook pages. You know who got one of those? You know who got one of those? Bow. It's the same person who we was talking about earlier today.
Hey,
No,
I hate girls. Hey, what pisses me off is girls who uses the memes as justification for facts. If they see it in a meme, they're like, "Oh yeah, see it in the meme." Other people think the same way. Yeah. Oh no, that's just motherfuckers like you that think that way.
Oh yeah. I hate lame relationship goals piss me off.
Oh yeah. Relationship
Like,
goals.
oh shit, he getting a hug.
Oh, yeah.
She get hugs every day. All I want is to get my booty rubbed every day after work. A dude see that and they rub her booty after work.
Yeah.
Then they be like, why we don't ever go out?
Girls on the slut walk.
On the slut walk?
If y'all know about the slut walk in L.A., Amber Rose always got the slut walk. It's when all the girls who dress slutty, who fucking suck niggas every day of the week, when they say, it's all right to be a hoe, and they don't want to be treated like a hoe when they go outside and they be talked to like a hoe, they be like, what the hell is this? Y'all girls know what the hell y'all doing. Y'all need to go to jail and I hate y'all. We're going to add that back on the old one.
So the ones that dress with their chest out that don't want to get looked at?
Man, the ones that dress with their chest, ass, legs, thighs, whole thing out, titties and nipples out, because they know in 2018 I seen so many titties out on regular chicks that ain't even stripping. Talking about, oh, this is sexy. Now, y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all know exactly what y'all doing. So don't be mad if somebody coming to you kind of harsh because you coming there looking kind of forward. You coming off kind of harsh, too. You letting somebody know, hey, just take me home. So if somebody come at you that same way, you shouldn't be tripping. You should be all with it. So don't start putting people on the internet talking about, oh, niggas thirsty. Nah, you look thirsty. They just trying to see if they can get a sip.
Hey, you know, things that piss me off, mechanics.
Oh, yeah, I hate a mechanic.
Mechanics piss me off.
I was giving me high-ass quotes.
They give you high quotes. They always find something else that's wrong.
They break it themselves.
Look, something else that ain't even wrong on the part of the car that they supposed to be looking at.
Oh, yeah. Because you know why they down there, they'll knock out a hose or something like that. Say, hey, you know, this is going bad, too, you know. Like, I had a mechanic. I used to have a mechanic I used to work for, like, one of my jobs and shit. I only worked for him for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? It was a real cool job. The only reason I worked for him so long because he used to do a lot of free work on my car. So it was like, it was a trade-off. You know what I mean? He used to throw me some cash and do all the work for free. So I used to love that. But yeah, man, he'd sit under there and we'll be under the bottom and then he'll see something going old. Instead of letting it be old, this motherfucker would take a tool and bang that shit out, break it, and be like, hey, man, you got to fix it, man. Yo, come on, let's get the money. And I'd be like, yo, bro, cool. What's up? Yo, oh, well, hey, I got to pay you next week $150. I got the part right here. Let's go ahead and do it. Where you get that from? Pull apart. Oh, shit. So you got it for the low, and you about to charge me $100 to get his work done. So that part wouldn't be free sometimes. So I started letting him do work after like the second month. That kind of killed our relationship.
Yeah, you go get your tires changed. You go get some air put in your tires, or your tires rotated, and they be like, well, you know your battery is low.
And they tell you, oh, yeah, Valvoline tell me about my oil. Hey, you want me to check your oil, too? You want me to check your transmission fluid? I thought I came here for oil changes.
And then every time you go get your oil change, they be like, hey, you know, you might need some new windshield wipers.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
I got BMW. Them shits is $65 a piece. I ain't paying for them shits.
Oh, yeah. You got
Yeah, it's too much.
I don't like rebel flags and the rebel flag wavers who be listening to rap.
Hey, man. You talking about
if you're gonna be down for the South, be a rebel flag, be all the way. Don't be sitting around listening to Lil Wayne.
I'm down with it. Stick to Eminem.
I don't like it.
I believe if you're a racist, stick to white rappers. You could do the rap shit, but stick to the white rappers when you're racist.
Yeah, but man.
So this way you can say, hey, I like the white culture of rap, not the black culture of rap.
Yeah, well, if they gonna do it, yeah, I guess I'll be all right with that, but I don't like it, man. They be bumping Lil Wayne and be driving around with the flag waving. You like, come on, man.
I don't like police when they pull up on me when I'm trying to smoke.
They say there's some haters.
Oh yeah, they hating on me, man. Especially the ones that pull up on me talking about my music too loud. I didn't think that was a real ticket.
Disturbing the peace.
Yeah, that's true.
And nobody told me anything, so they told me my decibels was too high.
You know, I'm finna go on a mailman rant real quick.
Go ahead.
People who let their mail pile up. Don't sit and let your mailbox pile up. We can't put mail in there, and then when it get returned, you want to get mad. Stop letting your mail pile up, and we won't have this problem.
Wait,
I
know my mailman hate me because I have to when I take my mail out, I have both hands. Like, just
Don't do that. Don't do that because if it pile up too much, we can't put nothing else in there. We gotta send it back.
But the thing is, like half of that, you already know what's in there. Like you already have some of that stuff already. Yeah. Those bills already paid and stuff. You know what's coming. It's just like I'll stop tomorrow.
Throw it in the trash. Most of the complex they have a trash can right by the mailbox. Hey, just throw it in the trash. What you don't want, don't let it pile up.
I can't even argue with that.
People who park in front of the mailboxes. Stop parking in front of the mailbox. If you want your mail, don't park in front of it.
Okay.
I just had to get that out there real quick.
I haven't seen that yet. Only my little sister does that when she comes by.
She park in front of the mailbox?
She parks right in front of like all the cars. She just parks like sideways for some reason, like trying to block us in. Like, hey, while I'm here, nobody's leaving.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks. Then when I ask her to leave, she's like, "Oh, give me a minute."
Yeah.
And then she brings a dog over all the time. So she has to chase her little Yorkie. That's just my Yorkie. I gave it to my little sister because like I don't know what happened. Like I bought a dog for me, but for some reason the dog fell in love with my sister,
and now it's her.
So it was like, all right, you can keep it.
You bought a Yorkie?
I bought a Yorkie. Yeah, I bought a Yorkie.
Okay.
Yeah. It was shout out to Crackhead that sold it to me. It was $50. The dog was $3,000. He just literally stole it out the store. He was running out of the store, and I saw it. I thought it was funny as hell. I was trying to videotape him, and then he busted a turn down the street, and I said, "Yo, let me get that dog from you, bro. I got 50 for you right now." He was like, "Here," threw it through the window, literally. And bam, threw the 50 out. That shit went flying in the wind. I don't know if he got it, but it was gone.
Yeah, now you got your dog.
Got me a dog, gave it to my sister. Dog. And that dog's been alive and kicking and for years. And my little brother treated that dog all types of ways.
Hey, also, stuff that pissed me off is people that fight on social media.
I like that. That's pretty funny.
Man,
you like the World Star and all that?
I like all that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Man, I got a family member that fight on social media. She be talking about whose ass she's gonna kick and everything like that.
Oh, you just talking about words?
I'm talking about like real. That's
words. Or you talking about actual videos of people?
Words.
Fighting?
I mean, videos of people fighting. Depending on how bad the knockout is. But
right.
If you out here, you done blocked them, and then you already talking about how. Yeah, you come around here again, I'm gonna beat your ass and this and that, and it's like what? They can't see that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
They can't see that.
Twitter fingers, as they say.
Dirty backgrounds piss me off too.
You know what I don't like? I don't like women who don't turn the water heat down before they step to the back of the shower when you're taking a shower with them.
Oh, yeah.
Turn that water down
Burns
because
me
if
all the
men don't
time.
like that hot water like that.
Man, I like mine hot.
You like your scald? You like really?
Yeah, man. I don't feel like I'm clean unless it's hot.
Man,
I like warm water.
and straight. Yeah,
and
warm.
then as I'm getting used to the temperatures, we gradually increase until we got a nice sauna thing going on, and then we can light up in there too.
No, when that steam comes, I got to get out. See,
You want that steam coming. You need that,
yeah,
that
you need
steam is
steam.
good.
I got to get out when that
relaxes
steam.
you, man.
That's how you find out whether or not you can smoke in hotels. You put the steam on. That's what traps all the smoke from going to leaving the room.
Man, my skin be itching, man.
All the tips right there. All the tips. Horrible weaves. That piss me off sometimes, especially then when people get mad at you for looking at it.
Oh yeah. Girls that buy that $25 weave from the Sally's, with like plastic.
Yeah, I mean, look, because you can see the top of it. I'm not a short dude, so I can see.
Mm-hmm.
And they be like, "What? Why are you looking at the top of my
see,
head?"
the weaves is cool, but it's when they got that lace front, and that lace front is crooked.
Horrible lace, like when you can see the lace too.
Yeah, we can see the lace, the hair, the stocking cap they got under it.
They be looking like Dracula.
It look worse, like Cookie Monster.
Women with dirty jeans.
Well, what?
Dirty jeans.
Dirty jeans.
I don't like it.
Well, they been playing in the dirt.
I don't know. Even if they come where they have that dirty look to them, I don't like
Women
the
with
jeans
big
like
feet.
That. Yeah.
Because you gotta question that. Especially here in Atlanta. You got big feet. You got big feet and big hands.
You gonna check the Adam's apple?
Yeah, but even that you can't
You
go
gotta get
for
that.
no more.
I said
Surgery is cheap now.
You gotta get that 4-year-old baby
And
picture.
look, if they got girls that's injecting silicone straight into their butt, you know what I mean, car and oil and everything else trying to get it going. Hey, they'll get rid of that Adam's apple some way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta get that 4-year-old picture. You can tell what they are at 4 years old. You can tell exactly what they are.
But in 2018, I don't know, these kids coming up forward, they're gonna have a hard time because they're taking away gender. So and pretty much they're letting the little boys turn little girls early in ages. So now that little boy probably looked like he was a little boy at 2 years old, but by 5 years old he already started thinking about being a little girl, and then by the time he was a grown man, his features and mind already programmed his body to grow somewhere different.
That's crazy.
Nah, man, we can't have that. We can't have that.
Oh no, that's.
But look, man, this time done flown by. It's already our time. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We appreciate Flow 187 for going ahead and spending that time with us this evening.
Definitely, man. Appreciate y'all checking me out. Make sure y'all follow me once again. All platforms, all social media, Flow 187 official. That's also the website. The website is down at the moment, but it will be back up in 1 week. And I have brand new merchandise too. I got lighters, I got blunts, I got t-shirts, and I also have shoes. That's going to be custom tag. You send your shoe, and we put the Flow 187 on there with the wave and everything else like that. And then you have some real wavy kicks. So holla at me.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Go ahead and follow him at Mailman Moby. That's MAILMANMOBEY. Oh, there we go. If you want to hit him up directly, you can hit him up at his email at. What's the email address?
you Moby Dick _2000 at yahoo.com. That's MOBEYDICK _2000.
Yo, you guys follow me at 710 To Slickville Show on Instagram. Follow the YouTube. Go subscribe to the YouTube. We got videos. We got the full shows up on there. Until we see you next time. That'll be early February, first Monday in February. I don't know exactly the day right now, but February 5th will be when we gonna be on again. Same time. Don't be late.
You lost your word.
I say same time, same place. We gonna do it.
Make sure y'all tune in. I appreciate everybody having me on the show, and shout out Instinct Radio. Any other artists, models, brands, anybody else want to get on the show, I definitely recommend y'all rocking with my peoples right here, man. They show is ill, man. Make sure y'all rock with them.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all be easy. Until next time, we'll holla at you.
The biggest station in the world, playing all of today's hits. You're listening to Instinct Radio.